Hi, welcome to Wholeheartedly for the Lord Bible Journaling with Sherry. Today's process video will be a journaling Bible video, but it is called Find It Friday. And I'll tell you the title of the video. You'll see the caption soon. It's Study to Be Quiet, and we'll get into that in a moment. But it's Find It Friday. So for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. Find It Friday is a Friday that I choose to just randomly search through extra scraps that I already have. Don't do anything extra, just pull it all together in a pile and find something in it and make a Bible journaling page. So I'll be using this ESV journaling Bible, New Testament journaling Bible. It's really big. I like the space on it, so I like to use really big chunky elements on it. And as you know, and I've shared before, that's my personal kind of journaling study Bible that I only use stickers and washi tape, no washi tape, stickers and highlighters and pens and sticky notes and things like that. Not stickers, sticky notes. And I'm just kind of like building my study, and as I come across commentary, I'll jot down those things in those items. But before I go on, thank you for watching, and remember, if I can Bible journal, so can you. So I'm going to show you some things that I got from the dollar store. I bought them a while ago, never used them, so I figured I would use them. And I just got a bunch, like I said, I just picked a bunch of stuff from my scraps. Those are from the Dollar Tree, Family Dollar. You don't have to spend a lot of money Bible journaling. You can draw, you can just highlight, you can just put simple stickers, you can buy, you know, I love digital Bible journaling kits that are already prepared. There's a journaling card right there. I had a piece of a card left over, dragonflies, a day spring card that I like to use. Sometimes I like to use the cards for the elements, like I'll show you in the video. And then sometimes I use that to snap my tabs. Then I had some extra, some things I use here, some things I don't teach. I thought that was pretty cool. Word Fetty here, I think that's from Keys of the Kingdom. I had that left over. Then in here I used to buy like Illustrated Faith Women of the Bible, but I kept the box, and I have all these like my thin washi tape, so I keep that in here, and I'll just pick out a color from there. I'm starting to lean toward purple, lavender, so I just pulled out a lavender washi tape, and I'll do that later on in the video. And that's it. So from here, I'm just going to build my page. Thank you for watching. And remember, if I can Bible journal, you can too. Take care. How do you study to be quiet? What are you saying to us, Father, about being quiet and how to study to be quiet? Is it a course you take? Do you look up quiet in the Bible and research it to find out what quiet really means? Well, in the King James Version, it says, "And that ye study to be quiet." In the New Living Translation, it says, "Make it your goal to live a quiet life, minding your own business and working with your hands." Remember, I said I'm focusing on study to be quiet. The ESV version says, "And to aspire to live quietly." And then the NIV says, "And to make it your ambition to live a quiet life." So when you look at the different translations, because King James can be a little bit intimidating, when you look at the translations, you see what it means when Paul said to study to be quiet. And so just to make sure that I had the proper understanding, the translations that I read, they do break it down to what it would mean in the Greek and Hebrew, but just for safety's sake, I looked it up in my Greek and Hebrew study app, and I'll show that. I've shown it before, I'll show it again. And it really does mean study here does not mean research. Study here means, in the Greek, it translates to be ambitious, to strive, to earnestly make it one's aim. Isn't that great? So we ought to make it our aim to live a quiet life, to lead a quiet life. And what that means is we don't get involved in mess. One of the commentators Barnes or Clark says not getting into like mob type situations where we end up doing things that are in opposition to God. So we make an intentional effort, an ambitious strive to live a quiet life, to mind our own business. And to live a quiet life means to be of a calm nature. So we speak kindness, we're gentle, we can stand our ground and we can hold our ground, but we can do it in a manner that will honor and please God. So make it your ambition, make it your goal to lead a quiet life. And Barnes says it like this: no Christian should be engaged in a mob. That's who it was Barnes. Or be identified with such, because it leads to disorder. It leads to disruption. Mind your business. We make God our resolution. This part is me. We make God our resolution. God is the avenger of evil. Vengeance belongs to the Lord. That's what he says in his word. So we don't have to get involved in mob type situations. We can lead a calm and quiet life, and we can mind our own business. It is our nature to have some things that will make us disquiet. Matthew Henry says that we need to have a calm and quiet temper, to be peaceable and have a quiet behavior. And that means to be quiet in our minds. Impatience possess our souls. We have the spirit of self-control, so we can bring those emotions under subjection. I have on my door at my office to let my care managers know, and anyone that walks by, we own our emotions. Our emotions don't own us. So especially those of us who are born again and have the Spirit of God in us, we have the spirit of self-control. He enables us to lead a quiet life, not to be meddlesome in other people's affairs, to mind our business, and to be of a meek and quiet nature. We can respond to hostile situations in a very calm and quiet manner. We can stand our ground, and God will give us power, because our desire is to honor him. Our aim and strive is to honor and glorify him. And therefore, when we do those things that are pleasing to him in times of turmoil and opposition that comes up against us, God is pleased to empower us to stand our ground and to be assured of whose we are. So I want to encourage you today to strive and struggle and fight, because opposition will come. And you saw hopefully my video on being prepared for persecution. I'll be doing a follow-up video to that, because my pastor said some more things that still continually is blessing me. So it's all in connection. If I lead a quiet life, even when those who come up against me, who persecute me, who say all manner of evil against me, I can respond with meekness. So don't give in, because there's enough around us to make us disquiet. There's so much with mental health, and some people have it chemical imbalances. So please don't, I'm not talking about those people who have to have medication. I'm talking about the everyday normal disquietness that we have as human beings, because we live in a sinful world and we are packed with sin, even though we are saved by grace. So we have a lot of things in and around us that disquiet our minds. But because, again, we have the spirit of self-control and we have the Spirit of God, we can make it our ambition to lead a quiet life, to disquiet those voices in our heads and all around us, and speak peace. And when I say speak peace, I mean allow the Spirit of God to give us peace, to hold on to those scriptures that will quiet our minds and ease our souls. And that's what I wanted to share with you, just that portion about how to study to be quiet and what it really means. Strive, make it our ambition to lead a quiet life. And in that case, those around us, sticker that says leave an impression, those around us will be impressed. Like, how do they do that? How is it that she's able to respond gently peaceably and calmly in such hostile situations and environments. And it happens wherever we are, whether you are at work, at home, church, unfortunately, the grocery store, anywhere. We can still study to be quiet. And that for me really blessed me from day to day. It's a constant reminder for me to remember those words so that when I'm up against so many things, I still can respond quietly. Thank you for watching and take care.